Hi everybody, this is Jack R. Raconter1 and welcome to the 3000th video. During one of my videos, evidently I think it's quite clear that you hear the chime of the grandfather's clock in the house here, so I had a request to show you the grandfather's clock. So here it is. It's about ready to chime 7 o'clock. I'm sorry, 7 o'clock. I'm looking at at its picture here in the video, and it's really 5 o'clock. So here it should be coming shortly. At any rate, 3,000 videos. I didn't think it would get to that point, but it did, and I have to say I've got plenty more waiting to be shown. Here it goes, Westminster Chimes. And I guess I could show you a little bit more of the mechanism here. And open it up. And there it is. I got it in 1975. So right after Christmas, the day after Christmas, 1975, and it's been working fine. It's a Seth Howard Miller. I was going to say Seth Thomas. No, it's a Howard Miller clock made in Zeeland, Michigan. So it's been a nice clock. I got it outside of Allentown, Pennsylvania, in a place called Emmaus, and that's where I got it. So that's the mystery clock that you hear in the background in the videos. It goes off every 15 minutes, and 4 chimes at the quarter hour, and the half hour is 8, and the 45-minute point is 12, and then finally at 16, and it then gongs the number of hours that it is. So that's the clock. I'll bring you up to date a little bit on things. I just got a letter from the Visa people, not the Visa credit card, the Visa to enter the country, and it looks good with my application for Mark's entry visa, and that's going to be, right now it's transferring to the visa place from immigration, and then it goes from there to the embassy where he will be interviewed. And so that will all be taking place. That's another clock in the other room, by the way. And that's, I guess I ought to show you that one too while we're at it. That's an old clock. And at any rate, the visa matter is proceeding well, and I'm very pleased with it, and certainly Mark is pleased with it too. And so it's one of those things, you don't hear anything and then suddenly you hear stuff, so that's good. And I suspect he might even be able to be here in maybe April, probably May. It's hard to say, but there's not much remaining to be done, so that's a good thing. The other thing is I have a little project right now, and the project is selling the 72 Mustang. I have it for sale on classiccars.com, and I have a whole bunch of pictures, and I have the video of it that I took when I took it up to Silver Springs for the show, the Ford show up there in January. So there's plenty of documentation. I have had some interest in it. It's only been up there for about 5 days, and I've already shown it to one guy who doesn't live far away, and another couple who live in Michigan. So it's and they took a test drive yesterday, but haven't gotten back to me yet today. So it's still for sale, and the reason I'm selling it is, with all these vehicles here, it's an asset that is not a very liquid asset. And Mark won't be able to work until he gets a green card, which will be at least 6 months after the wedding here. So it's going to take a while, and we're going to need some stuff beyond what I get in retirement. So that's the reason I'm selling it. And hopefully it will sell, and I do believe it. I'm asking $14,000, but considering it has 36,000 original miles, as best by knowledge, and has got that repaint and all that good stuff and new interior, I don't think it's out of the ballpark as far as being priced. At any rate, and that brings up the GoFundMe site. Now, I did get a couple of contributions, and I'm thankful for that, but it's just not working out the way I thought it was going to work out. So I think I'll let it up for another month, and then I'll pull the plug on that, because if it's not going to work, it's no point of just having it hang around. I think that people are not really sure that I need the money, but yeah, the expenses are still there for the dental surgery. In addition, besides all this, I remortgaged the house, and I am going to settlement probably within the next week or so, and that should free up a little money. But at any rate, I'm doing everything I can to provide for my spouse, and that's the way I need it to be. So at any rate, I'm doing what I can. And as I say, I'll leave that GoFundMe thing up for another month to see what happens. Then I'll probably take it down. And I want to thank those that did contribute. It's certainly helps out, and it really says to me that they value what I do, and believe me, it takes some effort to do what I do. And I appreciate that, and certainly I appreciate all your comments, and every time you click on an ad, it helps to some degree. Not much, but it does help, and every subscriber helps. So I appreciate all that you do, and this is a longer than normal vlog, but I hope you understand the things are in transition at this point. So at any rate, that is the clock. Now, before we go, I will show you the other clock so that you know what that looks like. And take a little bit of a stroll here. I have plenty of stuff on the wall, etc., etc. Now I'm going to have to turn on the light here in this room and show you this clock. And that is the clock. And that's pretty neat. That's not exactly rare. I've seen a lot of those. But it does keep good time. It has kind of a fake marble top to it, and base along the show you here if I can, like around here, there's that's like a fake marble. It's like a veneer on it. It's pretty interesting. These statues, while I'm at it here, are old. My grandmother and grandfather on my mother's side wed around 1890, I do believe. And these statues were wedding presents. So they go back to 1890. So they're a little old. They're bronze, and they are heavy. This is a lady who is reading a book and has her purse here. And she has this neat dress that has like a pattern to it. Very neat. And then on the other side is a gentleman who is writing. He's writing. She's reading and he's writing. And he has like a waistcoat on, which is probably the dress of the day. And believe me, this thing is heavy. Very, very heavy. So they are from my grandmother's, my aunt, or my grandmother Kate, and so that's a good memory. I got a lot of stuff like that. At any rate, I bored you enough. I will turn this off, and thanks again for all your help in the channel and keeping it going. Thanks a lot. Now I gotta turn it off. I gotta put it down, and I have to turn it off. Okay.